Okay, so part three, we're on question 35, and that is, have you ever had a spell go horribly wrong? I want to say no. I feel that even if we feel that it went wrong or it didn't happen the way we wanted it to, I feel that deity or the universe, whatever you want to call it, sees to it that we receive what we need. And so I guess that's my answer to that. Like, I would say no, but I guess it's just because of how I see it. Number 36 is, what are your opinions on initiation rituals? And for me, I find them very important. If um, what you want, if that's what you want. Like for me, I wanted the traditional 3 degree training um, leading up to being a high priest, which is my ultimate goal. So for me, I found them very, very important. Um, I also feel that if you want to practice Wicca in its true form of what it was intended to be, I feel that joining a coven and getting initiation are something that is very rewarding. Now I may get some, I guess, backlash, whatever, but I feel that self initiations and things like that don't do it. Um, they don't give you the same desired result. Like you can initiate yourself into something that you really have no idea of what it is. Um, and I feel that you don't necessarily need an initiation to practice. I feel that people who are solitary or want to stay solitary and all that, they can get very far in the craft. They can have very meaningful experiences. They can do all that same stuff. But there's just something about getting an initiation and the way it changes you and makes you not a new person, but it definitely broadens your horizon on so many things. And I feel that to have it and actually have it done the right way with just through a coven and a high priest and priestess, it's something that most people would probably benefit from. Number 37 is, have you ever had full contact with your deity? If so, what happened? Um, and I want to say yes. I'm not going to go into details exactly what was, I guess, transpired between us, but there was a point where I, I guess you could say I was off the path. I wasn't as motivated. It was kind of like me just, I guess you kind of have like moments where you just plateau a little bit, or you think you do. And so it was a couple years ago, and I had like this moment where I was just like off, and I was like, I need something. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like something needs to happen. I need some kind of sign, something. And I was out at my parents' house, and we have like a pond out in the back. To live out in the country, and so I'm sitting on the deck, and I'm just staring into the water, and I feel something behind me. And when I turn, it's my patron, and she's there, and it was just it left me in a way that I've never felt before. But yeah, it was just the interactions that we had and what happened that actually pretty much helped me get back to where I wanted to be, and pretty much remind me of what that was. Okay. Number 38 is, what about you is unwitchy? And I guess as like a lot of people have said, like there's nothing about me that is unwitchy. Like a witch is who I am, but it's part of me. So every aspect is what it is. Like I don't have like a witchy side and then a non-witchy side. It's just me. Number 39 is, for the dating witch, how do you tell a new love interest you're a witch? Um, For me, I'm actually in a relationship and been going on for probably 2 years. He's Wiccan too, so that's not really an issue. Even with my past exes, though, I've never had an issue. I'm pretty blunt though. Like I tell everybody, like I'm a witch, um, and I can say I've only had probably a few people be like, "Whoa, that's crazy," and then we stopped talking or whatever. But other than that, like I've never had any negative anything happen. Like it's just been like, okay, interesting, or okay, whatever, and we just don't talk about it. Like, but I've never had any negative reaction. So for me, my advice would be trust your instincts. Know yourself well enough to know how to handle that situation. Like, if you feel the need that it needs to come out, then find the right time to do it. If you feel that you yourself don't need to tell anybody, don't tell anybody. Like, it is what it is. Um, where was that? Okay, number 40 is who is a past witch that has inspired you, famous or not? Um, and for me, it would be my high priestess. When I met her, it was just she reminded me of a family member of mine from the past. But there was something about her that I really just connected to, and she's changed my life in so many ways. Also, the coven that she had previous to this coven that I'm in now, she handed it down to an elder, um, and that lady became the high priestess. And so both of them, though, are very much involved with the coven that I'm in now. Um, and they both definitely have had an impact on my life and the whole practice in general. Um, Also, my first high priest, which was my high priestess's ex-husband. Well, now he's her ex. But when I joined, they were actually still together. But it was a lot of just one of those bad situations. He's inspired me to be everything that I shouldn't be, if that makes sense. So those three, but definitely my high priestess has been a huge inspiration for me. Um, Okay, number 41 is how do you handle rejection from a fellow witch that refuses to do a reading or spell for you? And simple, like, it's whatever. Like, I don't go out asking for readings, I don't go out asking for spells. I'm not a big spell person myself, so for me, I don't need anyone else doing it because if I'm going to do a spell, I'm going to do it for me. As far as readings, I'll never turn one down. If someone wants to read for me, then I'm going to let it happen. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to let it happen. But I'm not going to be offended if I go out and ask somebody for a reading and they say no. It just, they have the right to. Number 42 is do you think it's necessary to cast a circle when you do spell work or any magical work? I'm going to say yes and no. I feel that when you do ritual, especially if you're going to call deity, I feel that it's appropriate to have a circle cast and the quarters called before deity step foot into your presence. Um, As far as doing spell work, if it's just a simple spell, no. But if you're wanting to raise a lot of energy, I would say that a circle is necessary, as it can contain and hold the energy until you're ready to release it. Uh, and so that's how I stand on that. Number 43 is if Steven Spielberg called and wanted to make a movie of your life, would you want to play as you? And I would say, yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone could play me better than me. Number 44 is what is some advice that was given to you that you pass along because it made an impact on your path? And that's to live in your truth. As long as you know who you are and you're sound in your beliefs, um, it doesn't matter. Like, just be you and live your truth, and you'll see how do I put it? You'll see the benefits of that. Number 45 is, what is some advice you would give to someone who hasn't found their deity? Definitely don't rush it. If you find a deity that you connect with or you think you connect with, meditate, research, study, find out everything you can about that deity. Pretty much like engulf yourself in everything that deity is and about, and think about what the deity is, who it is, what they can offer, what you can receive from it, things like that. Then take it to meditation. Um, See if you can form a connection. Um, but pretty much in time, your patrons are made known to you. So that's pretty much how I'd answer that. Mm. Okay, number 46 is, where do you buy your herbs? For me, as I stated, there's two places in town: the Herb Bar and Garden of the Ancient, which is pretty much where I get my herbs at now. If I need any, um, Mountain Rose Herbs though is a pretty good place, and that's pretty much it.